Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Diane here. I'm glad you could join me in the craft room again today. As you can see by the pile of stuff I've got here, we're going to be making something with trinkets today. I'm so excited. I've found quite a few of these little Sesame Street toys at the Dollar Tree, and my husband has been so nice as to put a little eyelet in the top of them. He just grabbed these flat pliers, took the eyelet and twisted it right in because he has big strong man hands. When I tried to do it, I had to use a drill bit to start the hole, which, let me tell you what size I used. This is a 1/16 little drill bit, so I just used my fingers, kind of drilled into the top, and then I put the eyelet in because it was a little easier that way. Just a little tip for you. So I did put my husband to work this week. He's done a bunch of eyelets. He's drilled holes in blocks, holes in beads, you know, holes in Legos. So he said, hey babe, what can I do to help you? So I put him to work. You know, I never turned down an offer of free labor. So either who, I've made a couple of dangles and I wanted to make one with you on camera so you could see what I was doing. It's actually kind of fun. The hardest part is just deciding what kind of beads you want to put on it. So it's a pretty simple craft. It's just, you know, how much variety of things do you want on your dangle. And let me show you my Cookie Monster one so you can see where we're going. Isn't it cute? Cookie Monster in a block and Legos. Got a little macaron and a game piece. Alright. So, I'm going to do an Oscar the Grouch one. And you guys can come along and see how I do it. Alright, so what I started with is, this is a big paper clip. I found these at Hobby Lobby. It's like, it's 4 inches long. I'm going to use this to like clip onto the front cover of the book and then have the dangle come down from there. You can use a lot of different things to make these. You can put a grommet in the spine of the book and just hang it off of there. You could hang it off a binder clip like right here. Just put it on there and then you could flip it up and down. If you use something like this, I wouldn't use this side because there's a hole. If you were going to use this, you can only run your strings through this side because it's sealed. That's really the only thing. You could use a bulldog clip. If you were making a smaller dangle, you could use a smaller paper clip. Although I wouldn't use the real tiny ones. I would use the, you know, the bigger ones. Anyway, let's stop talking about it and make it, right? Okay. So I'm going to start with, this is the string I'm using. I like the multicolors. I found this at Hobby Lobby. Hemp cord. There we go. So I'm going to do 6 strands, so that means I need 3 lengths of cord. I worked out on my first one that I cut the strings to 2 feet. I have a handy ruler here on the edge of my desk, made out of tape. Let me swing you over, you can see it. Isn't that nice? It's very, very handy. So I just pull out 3 lengths of 2 feet, cut them off. It doesn't really matter. If your cord is too long when you're done, cut off the excess. If it's too short, well, now you got a problem. So give yourself a little extra room. Depending on how long the spine of your book is, how many things you want to tie on there, you know, all kinds of things come into play. Alright, so I've got my 3 strings. I'm just going to take the ends, put it together, and then I'm going to fold it in half. So I've got 3 strings folded in half, and I'm going to put that loop through my paper clip and then pull my strands through. Just like that. I like to have this little overlap in the front. I just like the way it looks, but it doesn't really matter. All right, and then I'm going to tie a knot in each of my strings. This also is just aesthetic. You can leave this or not. I just like it because then the beads don't go up further than I want them to. So how's everybody doing? Have you followed along with the fairy, what was I doing last week? The fairy collaboration over on Lottie's Magic Attic. It's a lot of fun. I've been watching everybody's videos. They have such great ideas. Let's see. Now that I said I was going to tie a knot at the top of each one, I'm going to go back on that. This last one, I'm going to put a big button up at the top here. So I'm just going to take this last string and I'm just going to run it right through my button. So easy. And then I want that to stay right up near the top. So I'm going to tie a knot behind it. We're just going to tie several knots in this thing all the time, so. There we go. Now that big flower button will stay right up there. Isn't that cute? Okay. So I think we've got these all splayed out. I think I'm going to put Oscar at the end of this one. Then I'll have the wood block over here. He's the heaviest piece, so I just wanted to figure out where I want to put him. These two are the heaviest, so I don't want them right next to each other. I kind of want them to have some beads in between them, even though the weight is going to bring them back together. But let's see. Let's put some beads on here. All right, so I'm going to tie another knot a little further down past the button. And I'm going to put some of these cuties on there. Now, if I can, nope, I'm not going to get that to go through. So sometimes your string doesn't want to go where you want it to go. So I found these little flossing things. This is to help you thread your floss between tight teeth. I found them at Walmart. There's like 50 in here for like $2. And they work great for this. So I can just put this little stick, I'm trying to do it in front of the camera instead of in front of my face. And then I pull it down. And I just put like the end of the string through there. And pull. Just like that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright, and we just keep going. Just put on some interesting beads. I don't know why. I like the number 3. I like 3 beads together. That's nice. Alright. Cute. Let's come down and put a little button on here. Alright, that's cute. And then we'll run the string through Mr. Oscar's eyelet here. And I'm just going to kind of measure from the flower here to the bottom of Oscar. Yeah, it's about 8 inches, so that's good. Now see, I'm having to pull my string up here. And he's real heavy, so he's getting 2 knots. Okay, so there's our first strand. Alrighty. Let's do the one right next to him. I want to spell out these letters, spell Oscar the Grouch, so I want to do that next. Again, let me put a knot up top so that the beads don't go up behind the button. Okay. Now which way? Okay. We're going to have the words come down. I'm trying to figure out which way to put my letters so that you can read the name and not have it backwards. That would be helpful, Diane. Make sure it's readable. Okay, there we go. Oscar. Well, these little dental thingies are not all that strong, so you kind of have to, if your beads are heavy, you have to kind of support it a little bit. There we go, but I'm going to try to pull it through all these at once, which I have not done before, so let's see. Oh. Well, I got it through one. That was not good, Diane. Let's try that again. Hey, you're here with me. I'm not gonna cut out the mistakes. Oh, Lordy. I hope at least I'm entertaining you. All right, there we go. Oscar. Got a little spacer bead. Get in there. Oh, he doesn't want to go in there. Need our threader. Sometimes the end of the cord here gets a little frayed. And it doesn't want to go through as easily. But that's okay. We persist. We're not on a time crunch anyway. So how's everybody doing out there? Are you having fun watching me string beads? I hope so. I hope you're entertained. I've been wanting to do this craft for a while. I watched Meg at Chasing Retro. She did some adorable Sesame Street journals, and I was like, oh, I really want to do that. So I think this is step 1, making some cool dangles to go on the spines. I don't know when I'm going to get to the journals, but we'll see. I do really want to do them. I went shopping this week and I went to Home Goods. They had so many cute napkins and wrapping papers that were Sesame Street. I could not believe it. I don't know why it's blown up in popularity lately, but I love it. So I had to get them, you know. It's not like I could just leave it there. Should I have been shopping? No, I should not have been shopping. Because honestly, I have too much stuff. But there we are. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's so cute. I'm going to tie that off, and that takes up like that whole string. So there you go. There's... You could always tie another bead at the bottom if you want. We may come back and do that, but there's 2 strands. We got Oscar the Grouch. Okay. Next, I'm going to do this one. block on this one. I'm gonna put this piece up here on this one. Okay, so I need my crocodile to punch a hole in this. I love these little pieces. They came from this Sesame Street memory game that I found online. I have to show you. Every one of the backs of the pieces is a big bird. So cute. And then the other side is all different characters, letters, numbers, all kinds of things going on. But isn't that adorable? I just love that. And there's so many pieces in here. I don't even know how many. I didn't count them, but doesn't matter to me. I'm using them one at a time, so. Okay, so we got Big Bird facing up. I'm just going to punch a little hole. This is some nice thick chipboard, so I'm not even going to bother with a grommet or an eyelet thingy. I think this will be just fine. This will be sturdy. Sturdy. And I'm going to pass the string through it and then tie it up here. And again, I'm going to do a double tie on this, just because why not? What are you doing, kitty? For some reason, Stella likes to chew on plastic bags. I don't know what's going on with her. Alright, so I'm going to tie a knot right there. Keep the beads from going too far up. Miss Stella, what you doing, baby? Do you hear me talking? I'm going to put some of these flat beads. Come on. You know I only can't do it because you guys are watching, right? The other ones were so fast, so easy. All right. Come on. And then I want to do some fancy green beads. How about this big guy? That's cool. We got different shades and sizes of green. That makes it fun. Let's see if we can find a little tiny one. Ooh. How about that fancy one? I wonder if I could get the string through there. Oh. Let's see if our threader will help us. That's a small hole. The hemp is a little thick, so not all the beads will let it go through. Let's see. Come on, baby. Pull. Nope. Not gonna go. We tried. Okay, let's try a different one. How about this bright green guy? This is cute. Oh, I frayed the end of my string. There we go. Awesome. All right. Tie a little knot. This is the end, so I better do two, just to make sure. Oh, if I can get the string to go. Sometimes it's a little fiddly. There we go. Awesome. Now we've got 3 strands. Isn't that cute? I just love how they come together. None of them look the same. They're all adorable, though. Okay. I'm going to do the green block on this one. So let's put this cute button on there. I like that. I'm going to do that up top. I know we have a button right there, but this one is, it's got like wavy lines through it. I don't know, I just like it. It's my dangle, I can do what I want. Just keep on going. What else do I want to do? I'm gonna have another knot. I'm gonna put some orange beads. How about some cool orange beads? I don't know, for some reason I was just thinking Oscar should have orange. Green and orange and brown. Do I like this one? Do I want a yellow bead too? Oh, we're gonna go through. We need our threader. See, these little flosser things are very handy. It's difficult to pick up off the table. I'm not gonna lie. It is difficult to get off the table because they're so thin, but it is really helpful for getting this thick cord to go through here. It's so easy. And I've been using this one for like 3 days and it hasn't broke yet, so it's stronger than it looks. No, I like 3 together though. How about this green guy? There we go, cute, cute. I'm trying to do different colors, different shapes. Like I'm working with the same basic supplies, but I want each one to look a little different. Like even if I tried to make them look all the same, I probably couldn't. So okay, and then this block, I wanted to do something on top and bottom. I think I'll put a button, a yellow button, on the top and the bottom. Just because, no structural special reason, just because I want to. Nope, not going to get that button to go on, are we? Let's try this one. Bigger hole. There we go. Very nice. Oh. Oh, I did tie a knot. Okay, good. I was going to say, Diane, you're going to run all your beads together. This and another little button on the bottom. How about this nice orange one? And I am down to the end of the strings, making it hard to tie. Sorry you can't really see what I'm doing, but the string is so short. And plus now I have this block in my hand. This is making it difficult to get around. There we go. Okay, that is coming together nicely. Okay, I really like this, guys. Okay, and on the end over here, I want to put this paint palette. Excuse me. Okay, so for this, I'm going to use these guys up top. Oh, let me get a drink of tea. So what is everybody working on? What kind of projects are you doing? What kind of themes are you working on? I know it's September, so we're going to be having some Halloween things in October. That's going to be fun. Lottie's Magic Attic is hosting a tag event for October. Shh, don't tell anybody. Shh, it's a secret. You're not supposed to know yet. You didn't hear me. I didn't say anything. Let's see. What next? What next? Yes, I want the paint palette to be up higher on this one because I have big things down here, so I want to stagger the big things. Sorry guys, my cough drop wore out. Still dealing with the allergies and the coughing. Okay, that is fun. And let's put some more beads on there. Of course, we want some beads. Beads, beads, beads. Let's try this orange one. Oh, that's nice. Okay. And a splash of purple. Why not? And I'm going to put an orange flower and a green star. How about that? We'll do 4 beads on this one. Let's go crazy. Uh-oh, I'm going crazy and I might not have enough string to tie this off. Come on, girl, you could do it. We want to fit all the fun things on there. Come on. Sometimes you just gotta finagle it. There we go. Okay. And one more string. And this string gets 3 rubber duckies. 3 rubber duckies. Okay. So far all we're doing is tying knots, stringing beads of things that we drilled holes in. Very exciting. Very easy, but fun. I don't know, playing with the bright colors like just brings me back to my childhood. I love it. It doesn't even need to be matchy-matchy. Just all the pretty colors. Okay, that one wants to go that way. Good. See, I'm trying to get a 2-for-1 here. Let's see if it works. It did not. I didn't get the string in there. Okay, one at a time, guys. One at a time. Thank you for sticking with me through this silliness. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what to say when I'm on video. I'm just winging it, you know? There's no script here. Just Diane playing in her craft room. Really? Come on, baby. You know you want to do this for me. Come on. I was just talking about how great these threaders are. Well, that one's just not going to work today. It's just not going to go. How about this blue thing? Let's do that. I don't even know what all these weird shapes are. These are pop beads. They're supposed to just pop together to make jewelry, but of course I drilled holes in them because I do what I want. And this weird green one that just has a hole. Nope, I can't do that because it needs to have another bead. We'll do this clear bead just because it's sitting here. That was my phone. Don't know who it is. You're just going to have to wait. We're almost done. Come on through. There we go. Nice, nice. Okay. And then I want to do my 3 rubber duckies. I found these little rubber ducky beads at Hobby Lobby as well. You know, they put their beads, varying different kinds of beads on sale, like every other week or every 3rd week they're half off, so I just go shopping when they're on sale. Oh, come on, guy. This one's got a little bit of extra schmeckus in the way there. There we go. We got him on there. We got him on there. I've been enjoying using the rubber duckies on here because it reminds me of Ernie and his rubber ducky. So everybody needs a rubber ducky on Sesame Street. Cool, cool. Rubber duckies on there. And then I want to do this big orange one. Needs something to keep it from going over the knot. I can use the green flower on the bottom. How about we'll do a yellow button first. Sorry guys, am I doing that off camera? I wasn't watching the screen. My old eyes sometimes need a little help. That is not the way I wanted to do that. It's getting late. I'm being silly. There we go. I wanted the string to go through the front of the button, not around behind it. There we go. Yellow button. Then our big old orange bead. And then we'll have our green flower. Bringing up the rear. I tell you, I couldn't do this without these little flossers. These things are amazing. There we go. Cute, cute, cute. Two knots. And I'm going to put an extra little bingo number on the bottom. First, let's thread the string through. It's especially good when your string starts to fray at the end. Get up in a loop. And there we go. We have a random bingo number, but Sesame Street is teaching us all about letters and numbers, so I think a bingo number totally works. Okay. Now that is completely adorable. And I love it, but we are going to add a couple more things to it. Now, if you don't like jump rings, I know they're fiddly. I know they're fiddly, guys. But some things you just can't get on any other way. These little Legos, I mean, you could try to drill a hole all the way through, but, you know, I was lucky I got my husband to do one hole, honestly. And it's so small. That string is never going to go through there, so I'm going to use a little jump ring just to put a couple of these on. Now the way I do it is I have 2 sets of pliers. One I hold, the break in the jump ring is right there, so I hold it with this side. And then this guy is the one that opens and closes easy, so I use this one to twist it towards me like that. You don't pull them apart because then they won't go back together. Twist it towards me. Oh no. My battery is dying. I hope it hasn't died before I get this done. Alright guys. Let me charge this, hold on. All right, sorry about that, guys. Now we have a fully charged battery, at least in the camera. All right, let's start again. So I'm going to put a jump ring on this Lego in this little hole. Now one of my pliers doesn't open and close very well, and the other one is very springy, so I use the one that doesn't open and close very well to just squeeze right there. That's the opening of the jump ring, so I'm right next to it. Excuse me. And then I use my other pair of pliers to twist towards me, just like that. Not apart, towards me. And then I slip it in the little ring of the Lego. Now if I was going to put this one on the string like I did these, I would wrap this around the string and close it. Excuse me. So sorry. But I think I'm going to tie this one on the end of this Oscar the Grouch because he needs something down here. So I'm just going to close the jump ring back. Going to put my pliers on there and then just twist them back together. And then I make sure that it's closed, get it a little grippy, and it's closed. Okay. So now this one's pretty easy because this is a nice big hole. I'm just going to run the string through and knot this on. And then this dangle is done. I love that you can use so many different kinds of things on a dangle. You're not limited to beads, you're just limited to whatever you can drill a hole in or get an eyelet to go into. So isn't that cute? I just love that. We've got all kinds of fun stuff on there, and listen to the sound. I just love it. We've got plastic beads, wood beads, glass beads. I think these little things are made of bone. We got Legos, these cool paint palettes, which I found at the thrift store. I hope I can find some more of those. So I've made Oscar the Grouch, and earlier I made Cookie Monster. Isn't he adorable? And the first one I did was Big Bird. Isn't that so cute? I love how fun these are. Love it. B for Big Bird. Turn around, Big Bird. Say hi. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun making these. I see a lot more of these in my future. Really, you could use anything. And I love the playfulness of all the colors and all the different kinds of beads and things together. It makes me so happy just looking at this. I've got them hanging from my my camera mount. I put a magnetic hook on there so I can just look at them because they're so fun. Oh, well, I hope you guys enjoyed coming on this journey with me. This is my first time making these, so there's 1, 2, and 3. If I can do it, you guys can do it. It's so easy. Tying a knot. That's all you need. Some string, something to attach the string to, and tie some knots. And you two can make a fun dangle. So please let me know what you think of the dangles if you like them. I also want to see your dangles. If you have a video of a dangle, would you please tag me so I can see how you make yours? I love these fun ones. I also love the ones that are made just like with beads and chain. You know what I'm talking about, the plastic chain or metal chain. Do you do tassels with your dangle? That would be fun too, but I didn't want to take away from all the fun stuff I had on this, so I made this with just bits and bobs. I love these too. So yeah, please tag me in any video that you're sharing, and I'm going to share this with the hashtag Trinket Tuesday, which is an open collab sponsored by the Preppy Crafty Girl. So thanks for coming along with me, and I hope you had a good time. If you like this kind of stuff, I'm always doing all kinds of crafty stuff. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. Alrighty guys, thank you so much. See you in the next one. Bye.